Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for the finale of the Skylanders Swap Floor section of the Skylanders Carryon Lock here on the channel. Welcome all to the premiere as we finally bring this game to a close. We've definitely had a lot more defeats in battle than usual, and unfortunately whenever a Skylanders defeats in battle, the class is dead and they cannot be used again throughout the remainder of the lock. However, Skylanders will make it to the end of Swap Force. They get carried over into Trap Team, and even better yet, if there's a version of them in Trap Team, then we get to upgrade to that version of them. Take for instance Shroom Boom. If he makes it through this finale and all the way into Trap Team, we get to upgrade to his Short Shot version in Trap Team. And then if the Short Shot version is defeated in battle, well, all that happens is that we revert to the original. And only when the original Skylanders is defeated in battle are the class is dead and cannot be used throughout the remainder of the lock. And since the original Shroom Boom has never been defeated in combat, he gets to keep on going even if his Short Shot version is defeated. But we got to get him all the way up to Trap Team first. There is a pretty tough life section in this level which we could lose him to, because at the end of the day he is our last remaining life Skylander. So when life is stronger, like here for example, I have to swap out to a Skylander corresponding to the element, can't swap out again, this element of Gary changes once more. And that is the case for Shroom Boom. He's the only Skylander we have left corresponding to the life element, so we have to play as him here, and he has to make it out here alive. Simple as that, really. Those are the carry-on lock rules. They're the same as usual. It's a bit weird if you chose to start the carry-on lock with the Swap Force finale, but hey, I can't blame you. This episode is going to be epic. It's going to be an epic finale. You know, for the fact that a lot of people like only watching the start episodes for a game, you know, finding out who our new cast is going to be, and then they like watching the final episodes to see, like, what the final cast looks like. So in this case, you can quite easily see what the final cast looks like currently. And at the end of this premiere, we will find out what our cast is going to look like going into Trap Team. Before we even think about kicking off the Trap Team portion, we first have, of course, the big compilation video compiling all of the Swap Force episodes together for one long form video. And then afterwards, for the debut of Trap Team on the Carry-On Lock, we have to generate a random character for every single element to be added to our cast. The Trap Team becomes even more interesting because Skylanders will get carried forward into Trap Team with elite versions. Those elite versions replace the original versions because they basically are the same as the originals, except for the fact that their figurine is a little bit shinier, and they do 3 times the damage and they have 3 times the health to boot. So yeah, the elites, needless to say, are pretty busted, and I very much want as many of them as possible. They're going to be very useful in superchargers, where we need to have as much health as possible to survive the combat, the vehicle combat sections, which are really tough. Luckily, the rest of the game of superchargers is a fucking joke and nightmare mode, but the vehicle section, on the other hand, they are going to be absolute slaughterhouses, especially Ride Apocalypse and the final Darkness boss fight. And then Imaginators is going to be even worse because, with the exception of Senseis and Creation Crystals, the enemies are really strong against older Skylanders. So all of these older Skylanders that we have remaining carried forward into Imaginators are likely going to die one after the other, after the other, after the other. We've seen already how cores fare in Imaginators. I made an entire video about it. But all shameless plugs aside, let's continue to get out of here. The combat that we don't even need to face, we won't. We'll take low risk and get high rewarded for it. Low risk in the fact that we're not even fighting these enemies, and high reward in the fact that we're guaranteed to ensure that Shroom Boom is carried over into Trap Team for his Short Shot iteration. Okay, no idea how that Chunky managed to evade every single one of my projectiles right there, and now I'm just going to run straight into the goop. Please don't kill me, goop. I'm down to 60! Oh dear, I have seen better days. Mistakes were made. So much about low risk and high reward. I then proceeded to engage in that combat where I did not need to. I took high risk, and there was no reward from it whatsoever. It's not like I was that close to a level up or nothing. And even then, leveling up in this game isn't that much of a reward, because you don't even like fully regenerate all of your health. You just get increased maximum health, but from there you still got to build it back up again. Okay, here we go, let's take them out some more. Okay, watch out for the projectiles, which we're going to. Okay, take them out some more. How are you not dead yet? Man, that guy can really tank a couple of hits, can't he? But luckily for us, we're not dead, and the live section is very soon going to be coming to an end. He's acquired it, so he says. I mean, it does look really cool. It's not wrong there. It does in fact look really cool. Ooh, that sounds like a plan. And it sounds fun too. Those are the best kind of plans. That's nice, softball. That's nice. Anyway, let's get out of here. You heard it first here, folks. So let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. I mashed it, exploded. I mashed it real good, like real good. Epic music too, you can't go wrong with that. Also treasure chests. Treasure chests are an instant win, so I'm going to grab that. Don't mind if we do. And not exactly like it's that much more extra effort to go out my way to go get it. And we even earned ourselves an accolade along the way. The lucky find. How intriguing. Anyway, Phantasm Forest. We got through that pretty quickly in the previous episode. I'm shocked how quickly we got through it even. Just under half an hour, I think it was. Or maybe it was around the half an hour mark. Either way, it was about as long as it took for us to get through the Shipwreck Islands, which is not really a common of occurrence. That like Shipwreck Island, it seems like it should be way much more a shorter level than Phantasm Forest, but apparently not. You know, they really allowed you to get your values worth out of Shipwreck Islands, that's for sure, with how long the level is. The same goes for Tower of Time, actually. You really got your money's worth with those levels. Especially given how clever the level design is in Tower of Time. Like, it's a level well worth going out of your way to seek out. Shipwreck Islands we've had is a very average level. You know, I wouldn't recommend necessarily going out of your way to experience it unless you're like driven for 100% completion and you really, really want to play the level. But otherwise, you know, it's not worth a price of admission for me. Not that Shipwreck Islands is even an expensive pack to begin with. Like at CEX, I believe the Shipwreck Islands in its entirety is about £4. So yeah, I suppose if the price of admission is as low as that, then yes, it's worth it. But otherwise, not so much. You know, you're much better off getting Tower of Time, which is for the far superior level in pretty much every conceivable fashion. Let's take out some fools right here. Okay, there we go. Take them out. Let's take them out some more. Sweet. Unfortunately, we're not quite done with the live section yet. I thought it was going to be over sooner than it was, so I'm now left ultimately very disappointed and my day is ruined. Oh, but the level up was great. Oh, shit! The level up did not help us much. The chompies are just everywhere. Okay, luckily this guy is easy to deal with than chompies, ironically enough. You know, at least his attacks are big and not very maneuverable, whereas chompies are just so little and they can so easily sneak past you, and you barely even see them coming too, and the damage really stacks as well. That doesn't help. Oh, of course there's more chompies, right after I was complaining about how difficult they can be. Okay, let's keep a distance from these frickin' chompies because my projectiles are not accurate. That's the problem with Shroom Boom, really. That's why these chompies are specifically Shroom Boom's weakness. Like, they are specifically tailored to being able to take down Shroom Boom with ease because he is just not very accurate with his projectiles, unfortunately. Okay, let's make sure we keep this guy in sight because otherwise he's going to do attacks like that and I'm not even going to see it coming. Okay, he's dead. Sweet, and I believe we can get out of here. Also sweet. There's some jello there as well to nullify all the damage I just took. From basically primarily chompies. Like, I didn't take damage from anything else besides the chompies. Those chompies, they are brutal, apparently. Oh dear. Okay, let's grab jello. Wow, that's some brilliant jello. Not that it matters because I believe that at long last the live section is actually coming to an end. Like, actually. Oh, I forgot I needed to hit the switch there first. There you go, hit the switch and then we can get out of here. Sweet! Reunited and it feels so good. I mean, that's my plan, but I can't do that whilst you proceed to talk to me. So how about you shut up, stop over-explaining things, and let me do what it is you're trying to explain for me to do? How does that plan sound? You just saw the curtain moving. In fact, the curtain is still moving because my windows are open, so the wind is blowing them. If you hear any noises in the background, that'll be why. But it's either having a window open or turning on the fan. And a fan makes a lot more noise and is way more annoying because I am currently stifling in here. It's like an oven. That's what it's like during summertime for me. My room just kind of cooks me. It's a very insulating type room, but air is stronger here, so let's take Shroom Boom off the portal and replace him with a little bit of Light Core Warnado, because he has really proven himself thus far. So once again, this is very much a winning strategy. If it ain't broke, then fix it. Okay, watch out for the Orly Goops of Doom. How the hell was I anywhere near that goop right there? Explain that to me, video game. I was nowhere near the goop, and yet you made me take damage from it all the same. This is Stump Smasher's mine hitboxes all over again. Oh, that guy. He's just kind of, it's kind of cute, actually. I feel sorry for him. Anyway, we're going to take some Jello to the face, immediately nullify all of damage we took to that goop right there, and we did not make that platforming cycle. So yeah, let's just not take unnecessary damage, shall we? That's a good plan. I like that plan. Okay, here we go. I believe once again we can just like bypass all of these guys. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Sweet! Magic Spellbook, and yet another combat section I can just bypass altogether. I love how many combat sections in this game are just completely skippable altogether. It's brilliant. Okay, let's try not to fall all the way back down there again, because then I got to go through the combat sections all over again, and having to go through those sections all over again, even if I'm running away and trying to evade them, it still increases my chances all the same of getting hit along the way. Okay, so I'm back after that cut right there, and seeing as how the game crashed with the Xbox 360 version, I had to turn the console off and turn the console back on again, and it seems as though during that whole entire process, my Xbox 360 disagreed with my disc for Skylanders Swap Force, so naturally for Xbox 360 is currently incapable of reading the disc, and as such I can't boot up the game. So what I've decided to do instead, to save me all this hassle, is swap over to PlayStation 4 version of the game, which I'm currently playing on the PlayStation 5. So yes, to make my life a whole lot easier moving forward, I'm going to be playing every single version of the game on the PlayStation 4. I know I wanted to remain consistent and play on the same console every single time, and I can't do that with PlayStation 4 because the first two games aren't available on the system. But we're just going to say fuck that system and swap over to PlayStation 4 anyway, just for sake of convenience and ease. But this time around, hopefully when I place Legendary Bouncer onto Portal, the game won't crash on me. We're about to find out all the same. Oh, I got to deal with it, alright. I had no idea that I put such a stupid hat on him. But yeah, so far so good. We haven't crashed a video game. It just appears as though the Xbox 360 version of the game does not like either Legendary Bouncer or Zap. Anyway, I really need to start dying much less because I'm on the brink of death. Like, when I said Bouncer isn't going to last long, I was hoping that when I said that, I didn't mean that this was as long as he's going to last. Like, we need at least more than 30 seconds out of this glorious legendary version, and it doesn't help actually. This guy's only at level 15. Oh dear, watch out for the goop. But then again, for damage dealt to this guy would have been the same regardless, because obviously Sword Force deals damage based on what your Skylanders maximum health is, so naturally, Bouncer would have been able to have taken the same amount of hits regardless on his level, which is one of the main problems with Sword Force. One of the main flaws is, like, it doesn't really reward you for leveling up. Not only do you, like, increase back to maximum health again when you level up, but also, because the damage is based on your Skylanders maximum health in the first place, like, leveling up and having that extra maximum health doesn't impact the outcome of the combat scenario. You're still going to die in 2 hits at level 20, just like you are dying in 2 hits at level 10. Well, either way is an annoying system, but I am so glad to be back to the PlayStation 4 instead. This is just running so much more smoothly than the 360 version. Granted, the 360 version was functional, it just didn't run as well as this version does. Obviously, this is PlayStation 4 compared to the Xbox 360. The consoles are about 8 years apart, which actually boggles my mind just thinking about. Okay, let's try and watch out for the goop. Easier said than done with a character whose hitbox is about as big as the stage. Take him out! Yeah, that's what we're talking about, baby. Well, we don't even need the jello right now, so there's no point in even grabbing it, but we got to be quick, otherwise this goop is going to hit us. And quick we certainly were, so it's time for another one of these lock puzzles. It's an icebreaker. Wow, ha ha, funny pun, I guess. So let's activate this fan right here, and so long as we time this correctly, we can solve this puzzle in 30 seconds flat. We solved that puzzle even more quickly than what Bouncer almost died from when we placed him onto the portal right now. And that was really saying a lot, because Bouncer almost died very quickly. Yeah, same. When I said I wasn't expecting him to last long, I was at least expecting him to last longer than 30 seconds right there. But luckily, we got through it. I wouldn't say unscathed, but we got through it all the same. And hey, we did heal up directly afterwards, you know. That Jello was a lifesaver in this level. Take my laser to the face! Haha! Can I still kill these guys just by walking into them? Is a question. Boom! Yes, I can! In fact, I even knocked that guy off with my giantness. Or, you know, in the case of Smash Bros, you can get a giantness. Rather than his overall giantness, we have instead a very much a noun. It's a person. It's a giantness is what it is. It's a thing, and a noun is a thing. A verb is a doing word. It's an action. To be grammatically correct, that's what a verb is. Indeed, an action. But enough of the grammatical lesson. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. It was a bit of a random sequence of events, a random sequence of unfortunate events at that. But yeah, we're just going to skip past all this altogether. Sheep-like checkpoint, I thank you for the checkpoint, but I'm just going to bypass it entirely. We're going to take low risk and get high rewarded for it too, because we're not even bothering with the combat. And in the meantime, we're getting highly rewarded for it because Bowser's more likely to survive as a result. High risk, low reward. But this combat section, on the other hand, we have not much choice in the matter because these guys we have to fight in order to get past that gate right there. That guy just really kind of pulls you in. Okay, this is what I have more jello for. Okay, my rocket just apparently is going to bother not landing. Yeah, who even wants a rocket to land anyway, right? Okay, I'm going to walk straight through that jello, and the video game's like, nah, man. What the heck is going on with that jello right there? That jello is just unattainable. Who knew that it was like the most unattainable jello in the history of unattainable jello? Which I would say that's long in a rich history, but that would be lying, so I'm not going to say that. We don't condone lying here. We condone arson, but not lying, which again is a joke. Do not commit arson, guys. That's not cool. Don't do it. Wow, thank you for nothing, you useless hitbox. Okay, let's try that again. Hopefully this time with a little less fail. Wow, geez, bouncer and stairs do not mix. Well, at least this time I have the key. Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm this slow and that stairs are my mortal enemy, apparently. This is Kung Fu Panda all over again. Hurry up and get in there, bouncer. Oh, before that happens... Why are you this slow? Why are you the way that you are? Like, honestly, I'm just here trying to have some fun, and then you come in and make it not that way. Here we go, we're approaching the final combat section of the game, and I'll tell you what would be surprising if Legendary Bowser survives this, but if he does, then we're going to remain as Legendary Bowser for the rest of the carryon Locke. Or, you know, until he's defeated in combat and classes then can't be used again throughout the remainder of the Locke. But say, we have changed up both the background as well as the cast of characters to correlate to what's going on screen right now. So obviously all of the later games have been changed to PlayStation 4 artwork in the top left hand corner, and as for the cast below me, below my face cam that is, obviously we have Legendary Bouncer in there now instead of his regular version because we have now officially changed between the two of them. I guess this was intended originally to celebrate Bowser's last stand, but it might just be his new colours altogether. But it's not like we revert back to the original after this, like if this character was defeated and Skylander is classed as dead and cannot be used again throughout the remainder of the Locke. That's just how this works. You know, there is no version after his legendary version. Just because we swapped to the legendary version does not give Bouncer a secondary version to take advantage of. Despite how awesome that would be, but that would be a little bit too far in the direction of cheating, in my opinion. Ow! That was a lot of pain right there. Okay, let's make sure that this jello is actually attainable. Apparently it is. You know, don't just phase straight through it this time. It's not phantom jello. Okay, cool. One of the spell punks is dead at long last. You always take out the spell punks first. Ow. Okay, I really got to take out these guys before they take me out. Jello, I need you so bad. Oh dear, watch out. I'm kind of stuck up between a rock and a hard place over here. I hate how unpredictably this goop moves sometimes. It's very much annoying. I'm annoyed by it. Die, 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 die. Oh, at least we got Elementalist, so we really are going down in a blaze of glory. That's if we even go down. Like, we might just be achieving victory in a blaze of glory here, not being defeated in a... blaze of glory. I spoke way too fucking soon right there. This is what I get for speaking, okay? This is instant karma. I've never been shoved up the ass with so much instant karma so quickly in my life before. But you know what? I kind of deserve that. This one, like, we've had a lot of bullshit deaths throughout this run, but this one, I kind of had it coming, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to take Bouncer off a portal. This was indeed Bouncer's final legendary stand, and we're going to replace him with Wind-Up, whose hitbox is much smaller, so maybe he won't be 1-2 comboed into Obliteration. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's wind ourselves up a bit, because we're kind of looking a little bit low in juice right now. Okay, cool. Take my springs to the face! Oh boy, there's Tompies. Why did it have to be Tompies? And I can't just walk into them like I did with Legendary Bouncer. That was asking for too much. Okay, watch out for the shockwave right now. Man, these guys can really take a punch, can't they? Oh, never mind, I guess they can't. Okay, here we go, and they're out of here! Open sesame. Okay, sweet, let's complete this final puzzle and then be done with a level, because after this we have 2 more boss fights to go, and when going on to PlayStation 4, I did select a profile that's already been beaten, but we're just going to go on ahead and skip to the start of the boss fights anyway, so all of the returning back and forth from Woodborough and all that is going to be cut out of the video as it usually is. Anyway, with them have been reunited at long last, we can move on. I do not know any more reunion songs, actually. I know that there's Reunited and It Feels So Good, but do I know any songs other than that? No. And that's actually a blessing in disguise, because trust me, the less of my singing I do in these videos, the better. But just like that, we're now here at Motherly Mayhem instead, where we're going to be switching out our Skylanders every single phase. So after we take a Skylander off the portal, since there is no current element of the area, the sky's the limit as to which Skylander I can choose to play as. So yes, we won't be playing as Wind-Up throughout the entirety of this fight, luckily enough for us. We can switch out for whichever Skylander we please and make things a little bit easier on myself. Hopefully, now the Legendary Bouncer have been defeated, we don't need to worry about another defeat throughout the remainder of the series. What cast we have now will hopefully be the cast we take into the Trap Team, but I can't guarantee such things. You know, it's easy said than done getting through Chaos completely unscathed, especially on Nightmare mode, no less. Take you out, or we could alternatively just get kicked in the face, I suppose that's the thing. But now we've had our first giant loss, which is, you know, a giant loss, ironically enough. Bouncer shall be missed. Let's take him out, that's what we're talking about. That's a rhyme there, for you making me poo about you knowing it. Not that it takes much skill to rhyme about without. Okay, cool, he's out of here. And soon his little friend will be too. Oh dear, watch out for you. Okay, let's wind ourselves up a bit, because we've seen better days. Boom, boom, we're shaking the room. Oh yeah, oh boy, we just alternatively get hit, I suppose. Okay, let's take him out. Take him out, take him out, take him out, out. Okay, we're back to low spinach again. Luckily for us, we can reimburse ourselves for the wasted energy. Just get that sudden kick that we need of adrenaline, I suppose. Like, this is what Wind-Up is. He's high on adrenaline whenever he winds himself up, I suppose. That's what we can call this. You know, we had to throw in a drug joke in there somewhere, didn't we? Ow, that hurt! Now I definitely need more adrenaline. Oh, but food is good. Food is great, in fact. Okay, there we go. Let's take him out, take him out, take him out, out, take him out, take him out, take him out, out. Man, I missed my tech elemental buff already. Big rip to my big ass tech elemental buff. Big rip indeed. Boom! Oh, but that was some damage right there. Oh, that was great. Die, 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 die. I see you not dying over there. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Keep calm and just die. Let's make a hashtag out of that. Get it trending on Twitter. Okay, sweet. We're done with the first phase at long last. Okay, so for our first switch out here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go with Zap, because obviously he was crashing the Xbox 360 version of the game. Didn't play as him for ages as a result. So naturally, I think it's about time we improved upon his lack of screen time here, because on the PlayStation 4 version of the game, we're guaranteed not to crash it by placing Zap onto the portal. At least I hope not. You know, it didn't crash the game with Legendary Bouncer, so it seems as though Zap is the same way. He did, in fact, not crash the game. So it's about time that Zap returned to the series. We haven't seen him in ages for the Swap Force portion of the carryon Locke here, so it's about time we change that. In fact, I can't even remember playing as him, not even once, throughout the Swap Force version for carryon Locke, so it's a very welcoming surprise to be able to change that at long last. Okay, here we are with enemies. I'm going to take them all out, every last one of them. Especially with Michael Zap, because they do not stand a chance. I almost feel sorry for how much I'm about to obliterate these fools. They have no idea. They cannot see it coming what's about to happen to them. They can't possibly. Okay, let's take them out some more. Watch out for lasers, of course, because lasers do not mesh well with eel, dragon, lightning, electric thingamabobs, which I think it is description enough as is. We're just going to stick with that. Oh. Ow! Double hit right there. Double whammy. That was much pain right there. Very much pain. Okay, cool. But the life swap is taken out, and I could really do with some food right now. But yeah, it did actually throw me off right there, because the sea slime slide even slowed down the enemy during the middle of this attack, so I was suspecting its lasers to come at me more quickly, and then it didn't. So it kind of threw me off for a bit. You know, a bit like that, actually. Okay, cool. He's out of here. When are we going to get the next life swap? Is the question. Right now, apparently. Okay, watch out for the projectiles, of course. Luckily, life swap punks don't heal themselves. That would be a very dangerous constant loop otherwise. So let's try not to lose that. Especially since we haven't seen him in ages, so that would not be a great way to welcome him back to this Locke. Okay, cool. Jump over both of them at the same time. Get out of the way of them fools. And the projectile that comes out afterwards. Food! Boy, was I in desperate need of that. Right there. Okay, take you out some more. Sweet! Okay, cool. This is what we have waves for. And I can hit them both at the same time too. It's fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic it is. Take him out, take him out, take him out some more. Take him out, take him out, take him out. Oh, yes. This is just my new favourite jingle, apparently. Okay, let's take him out. There we go. Yes, I'm so glad that the PlayStation 4 can actually handle this amount of obliteration, unlike the Xbox 360. Ow. Okay, I kind of deserved that. But luckily I'm not dead, so we take those. And it's time for the next phase once again. So let's get Zap off that portal right now.
Not again. Away from me.
Nah, I'd rather just stick with what it is I'm doing, you know. I'm winning, you're not. This is great. We're going to keep to it with Lightcore Flashbang over here, who's going to be the last character we swap out for, because she's going to deal with the last phase here, and then she's also going to go into the super evil Chaos Boss fight, which means that most likely we are going to survive it. Yes, it's Flashbang we're talking about here. The only way she's going to die is if I just lay down my controller and let the enemies hit me. Like, it's actually harder to get this character to defeat in battle than it is to survive with her, because she's just too good at a video game, okay? Here we go again with more thingies. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with thingies. Just like I was describing Zap earlier, thingies is a description of enough as it is. We're just going to stick with that. Right, you are Chaos Andra, right? You are. I mean, you know her name is Chaos Andra from Skylanders Academy, but up until Skylanders Academy, she was simply only referred to as Chaos's mum. This was the only name we had for her at the time. Okay, here we go. Let's take him out. Okay, let's take him out. Okay, watch out. There we go. Okay, sweet. They're out of here. Oh, I'm so glad I can attack everything all at once. That's Flashbang's forte. Just kill everything. This is what she specializes in, after all. Okay, I could heal up right now, but I don't even need it. Okay, give me sweet, glorious dynamite! Oh, Bubba Grooves here does not stand a chance there. No chance standard, eh? Oh yes, I can sit up on that wall. Sweet. Now that's a lot of damage. Die, 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 die. Yeah, that's more like it. So much death. Oh, we love to see it. We love to see it. Okay, looks like we have more enemies to deal with. Not as much of a problem, you know. This is Flash we're talking about here. Even if they are these very annoying spinny dudes. Speaking of which, let's get out of the way of the very annoying spinny dudes. Ow. That was a complete waste of that dynamite right there. My bad. My bad, folks. Mistakes were made. Okay, let's take it out. Ow! Or just go walking straight into him. Looks like this is how we lose Light Core Flash Ring. Boy, were mistakes made. Looks like our first Earth defeat of the series has now came into fruition, and here I was calling the undead element invincible, so I was wrong, and boy did I play that abysmally. That's purely my fault. I made way too many mistakes right there, so we're just going to go from Flashwing right back to her original... Where's her original form at? Found it! So, her original form, let's hope that she doesn't get defeated as well, because then Flashwing is permanently defeated and she can't be used throughout the remainder of the Locke. Full stop! Luckily, this guy is also down the correct pathway for Flashwing. For overpowered one. There's only one correct pathway for Flashwing, and that's this one. Yeah, I should probably, after what happens to the Light Core iteration, I really should focus on taking out the spinny dudes, I reckon. I think that's a good, solid plan. But that does not mean ignore the dynamite. You don't have to ignore one thing altogether in order to focus on something else. Here we go. That's much better. See how much more easier it is when I have lesser things to have to deal with? Obviously, I mean, that kind of comes without saying. That's just common sense right there. Oh boy, there's more. And these guys are really nasty projectile guys. Ow. Man, sniped from downtown much. Okay, cool. Okay, I thought for a moment there I failed to dodge the shockwave, but I didn't, so yay me. Okay, finish them off, sweet, and now we just need to solo Booba Greaves. And not make the same mistakes I did last time. That would be preferable. Oh, watch out for TNT coming our way. But there we go, now we can use the TNT against them. But yeah, so far this Locke has proven that Earth and Air aren't the invincible elements we originally thought they were. Because now we've lost both an Air character for the first time, that was several episodes back though. And we've lost Earth for the first time. Things previously conceived of as impossible feats for the enemies to accomplish. Anyway, let's take Flashwing off the portal. Seems possible to me. Anyway, now that she's off the portal, all we're going to do is put her back on again. Because if anyone can tackle the ending of this game, it is her. Even if the Light Core iteration did kind of let us down for a second there. But again, that was largely my fault, so all I can do from here on out is kind of, you know, learn from my mistakes a little bit. Yeah, sure thing, Cassandra, whatever you have to say, bro. I really shouldn't focus on healing, because so long as we avoid the beam, there's nothing else here that can actually deal damage to us. So in other words, we're fine. We've got this. See ya! Wouldn't want to be ya! Especially since you're about to get trapped in an evil mirror for all of ever and eternity. So being you right now is not a person I'd want to be. Oh dear, that's just too bad. She's stuck in there. So, I will see you for the final boss fight of Skylander Swap Force. Okay, so here we are at the final boss fight of Skylander Swap Force, Cloudbreak Core. We have to deal with Super Evil Chaos and his puns, which are more painful than his attacks, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's destroy some evil toes. Honestly, we're doing Chaos a favour here. Like, these toes are disgusting. But here we go. I think now I have to deal with a double stomp already. We seem to be far enough into this phase. Or not. Okay, that's 1 foot dealt with. So now we definitely have to deal with a double shockwave. Oh no, I don't think so. Flashbang does not go splat that easily. Okay, let's take out some of these crystals right now. Man, those crystals are taking a while to die. Do me a favor and die faster. Okay, here we go. This is better. Now they're dying much faster. Got him! Bring on the next phase, which is the hardest phase of a boss fight by a country mile. So if we can get through this unscathed, I think we'll be just fine. Emphasis on I think. So here we go, late night sky on a snack, and we're going to be just fine. Watch this obliteration right now. Watch it! Watch it unfold with your eyes before you! Haha! Shouting and all. Shouting is very important. Oh boy, not his evilness. Anything with his evilness. Whatever will he do without it? Chompies? No big problem. Not even a problemo. Die, 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 die. This is not what death looks like. Die some more. Okay, let's take him out. There we go. That's more like it. Now he's much more dead. And that's the way we like to see him. There we go. Take out some more of these evil maulers. And of course there's an ice gig on, because why wouldn't there be, right? I think we've already established that this game does not like me, and the game throws out ice golems at people it does not like. That's right. Okay, here we go. Take my crystals to the face. Okay, here we go. Get him! Or not, I guess. Okay, tech gear golem, no problem whatsoever, at least not when it's by itself, but I believe it's going to get help soon enough. Okay, here we go, some more. Die, 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 die. I'm asking you nicely! After all, mana's come first, mana's cost me nothing, so I'm gonna use them. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, we get the double, like, chomp this time. Give a double chomp. And speaking of double things, of course now we have to deal with this phase, my least favourite phase. Then again, none of these phases are what I would call a favourite phase of mine. But this is even more so a least favourite phase of mine. You know, I have a special hatred for this. A special hatred that none of the other phases seem to have. Okay, here we go. Yeah, as you can tell, this is what Concentrating Igknight looks like. He's not quite as entertaining as charismatically that is, but boy is he much better of a video game. Die, 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 die. That's not what death looks like! He even says the same things over and over again, but that's just all for the effect of repetition, and obviously the effect of repetition is to put emphasis on the very thing you are repeating. Here we go. Watch out for the next chomp, which will come up at any time soon, I'm sure. Die, 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 die. Wait for it. Wait for it some more, I guess. There we go. And now we get to go to the next phase, the brain phase. It's just so mean-spirited towards Chaos. Why are we such bullies to him by programming him with such a tiny brain? Like, Chaos is actually a really smart guy. Plus, he's one guy against an entire army of Skylanders. He's the underdog here. Like, how is he possibly supposed to win against those odds? And yet, every single time he gives us a run for our money, he gives an entire army of Skylanders a run for their money. Chaos is perfectly competent as a Dark Portal Master. But we bully him all the same, like, no wonder why he's evil. Imagine all of his gifts being used for good. But no, instead we'd way rather bully this fella, bully him to the point to where he feels as though he has to take over Skylands. We call him small, we call him bold, we call him smelly. If people were that mean to me, then that would be the start of my villain arc. Okay, watch out for these fellas right now. Oh boy, not the trolls, anything but the trolls. Not a big fan of trolls. There we go. Man, they can tank a lot of damage on that mode, can't they? You know they can tank a lot of damage when Flashbang hits them for a lot of damage, and he still walking it off like champs. Okay, there we go. Die, 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 die. Thank you. Okay, so that's that bit done, I guess. I suppose, you know. Okay, die, 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 die. They're just taking their sweet, sweet time, aren't they? No matter how much I ask, and I ask pleasantly at that. As I said earlier, manners cost you nothing, so you might as well use them, right? You know, not many things are free in life, so we got to take advantage of a few things that are, such as manners. Manners maketh man. And please don't ask me to translate that for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's take him out some more. Okay, no lasers, no! Ow. Okay, that's my first point of damage this entire fight. It's a shame, I was really looking forward to acquiring that no damage taken objective and all, but apparently that's just asking too much. Boom. Okay, here we go. Can you imagine if Trap Team had the extra objective to like defeat the bosses, for Doom Raiders in particular, without getting hit a single time, how much harder it would be to get all the starred objectives for those levels, not taking any damage. Boy, would that be difficult, especially in the harder difficulties right there. I'm not even, well, I'm confident that they are achievable without taking damage, because people on YouTube have proven it so, but for my level of skill, definitely not. Okay, here we are. There we go. I believe we have only one final phase of the brain left after this. I just hate it how I take damage to frickin' those Archean enemies as opposed to the tech gig on them. Like, you think that section would be way more tougher for me, but apparently not. Oh dear. He's not thinking of what I think he's thinking of, is he? Please tell me he's not. No, he is! How am I supposed to deal with this? Oh, evil sheep! Chaos, you are truly a vile, vile creature whose evilness knows no bounds. Okay, here come the crystals. Die, die, die. Oh, watch out for pigeon explosion. Pigeon explosion? In what universe does that look like a pigeon? It's more like a chicken, if anything at all. But you know what? They're both birds. They're basically the same thing. Everyone knows that all birds are basically the same. Like, everyone knows this. It's just common knowledge. Oh, he's gonna sneeze a little. Oh, he sneezed a little. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is going to be easy. Hopefully. Hopefully they haven't said that. I just don't get instant karma shoved up my ass like I did the last time I spoke. Quite easily, actually. Okay, where's he going to fire? Do it. Okay, jump over top. Nothing to it, baby. Nothing frickin' to it. Okay. Jump over it again. Well, that was easy enough, don't you think? See ya, Chaos! We want to be ya! Oh, we can. And we will, because we just did. But we are going to skip over this unnecessary deep stew and conclude the video game by taking Flashwhip off the portal. And we are going to end with some fireworks. And to do that, we need a fire Skylander. Oh yeah, slash and burn, alright. Doofus Rufus, would you shut up? But one time we come back to Woodborough and we have to deal with this guy. You wonder why I skip Woodborough all the time during the carryon series. This guy is why. I mean, I would, I just won't. I'm too busy getting ready to celebrate with fireworks. And Igknight, we're going to do something that we've never done before. We are going to start the next game with the same character as we concluded the previous game with. So in the next game, we're going to start with Ignitor, because we ended this game as Ignitor. It feels only right, change things up a little bit. You can't keep going with the same formula and over and over again. But yes, this episode has confirmed one thing, and it is that Earth is apparently invincible, not invincible like we thought it was. So let's continue making our way up the tree, because the fireworks are at the top of the village so that all can see them. Not that anyone below us can actually see them, because they don't exactly get fired up very high, and it is the middle of the day, so you can't really see fireworks in the day. It's a bit of a waste, but we're going to take advantage of them all the same. Ignitor, you're supposed to, like, ignite these with your fire and all that. Wow, okay, how's about this attack right here? Apparently the fireworks just don't want to be fired off, so we're just going to end the game here, I suppose. I will see you next week when we obviously combine all of the Swap Force episodes together, and then after that, we will initiate the debut of Trap Team. But until then, we have an outro to see us through. Thank you so much for watching through to the end of this video. I deeply appreciate every last one of you, since it's viewers such as yourself which make these videos possible, and I couldn't do it without all of your unwavering support. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can click on screen now to watch either my most recent video or a video picked out specifically just for you. You can also access the entire playlist for the video you just watched. I'll be seeing you in the next video, but until that moment arises, peace!